Hi, welcome to the Wellness Weekly Minute, and I'm Dr. Rebecca Brown, coming to you from Brown Chiropractic. Common question I get in the office is, why do I get these painful muscle cramps during the night or first thing in the morning? And people are asking, am I dehydrated? Do I need calcium? Do I need magnesium? Is it a potassium deficiency? And all of those things may play a factor, and I can address those personally with you. But actually the most common reason is really very simple. It's a muscle that's actually too tight when you go to bed, and then when you're lying still all night, that muscle's not getting enough oxygen and it cramps. And the reason for that is when a muscle's tight, it actually impairs the flow of blood flow in and out of the muscle. The muscle doesn't get the glucose, the energy, the oxygen it needs, and it builds up a bunch of excess waste product, which is like lactic acid, because the muscle fibers are firing so much. That's what makes that muscle sore, like after a workout. So when the muscle's not getting the energy it needs and too much lactic acid, its last-ditch effort to save itself is to fully contract, and that strong contraction squeezes all that acid out of there. And then when it relaxes, fresh blood can get in and carry oxygen, nutrients into the muscle. So the best thing you can do is stretch that muscle first thing before you go to bed, whatever muscle's cramping. Most commonly it's the calves. Why is that? With all the walking we do and standing, the calves, almost everybody's calves are too tight. So absolutely everyone should do this stretch this week. So it's very simple, just holding on to a wall or holding on to a shelf, just keeping one foot close to that shelf or wall, one foot goes way back, and then you're just going to lean until you feel a stretch in the back of the calf with the legs straight like that. If you look back, if your calves are real tight, your toes are going to want to point way out, so point your toes, look down, point your toes straight ahead, and then lean forward till you get a stretch. Just hold it lightly for about 30 seconds. Do the other side back and forth a few times. If you do that several times a day, if you're prone to these calf cramps, and especially last thing before you go to bed, or if you get up in the night before you climb back into bed, just with your eyes closed, just lean against your bed, stretch out that calf, and I promise you'll make a big difference in the morning. One last thing is, first thing in the morning, if you tend to stretch, we all have this instinct to stretch like this, and we contract our muscles, and it can make the muscles spasm. And contracting the calf muscle is pointing the toes. So sometimes in bed, first thing in the morning, almost semi-consciously, you'll tend to point your toe and stretch like that, and that can give you a calf spasm. So before you stretch, if you bring the toe back toward your chin and stretch that way, it'll actually stretch the calf a little bit and not go into a spasm on you. Try that this week, and we'll check in next week again. Thanks.